Alright, starting off first with the 1909 Indian Head Cent. Now 1909 was the last year that they produced the Indian Head penny, so that was the first year that they also produced the Lincoln Wheat Cent. But this is a very key date. It is the lowest minted Indian Head Cent of all Indian Head Cent dates. And the 1908 and the 1909 are the only Indian Head pennies that have a mint mark, and they have an S mint mark. So for 1909, they only produced 309,000 of these coins. So this coin is very rare to have, and it's extremely rare to have in this condition. Graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 red. Just an extremely valuable coin here. You'll see that S mint mark again on the reverse at the bottom of the coin. This penny ended up selling for $69,000 at auction. Now, speaking of the 1909S, here is the 1909S Lincoln Wheat Cent. This is the one with the VDB on the reverse at the bottom of the coin. So that's what you want to look for, 1909S VDB on the back, on the bottom of the coin. This coin is super rare as well. They only made a little over 400,000 of these coins. So even in bad condition, this coin sells for a lot of money. I have one of these in my collection. It's not anywhere near this condition, but just to have one of these coins is super rare. So even in bad condition, they sell for a lot of money. This coin in this condition, graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 red, sold at auction for $117,000. Now that is a lot of money. Now here is a 1914 S mint mark. So this coin, you know, isn't as a key date like the 1909 SVDB. However, if it is in a very high grade like this, and there's only one or two or a handful that exist in this condition, then that's what's going to make it valuable, the grade population. So 1914S graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 red, sold for $83,000 at auction. Now here is a 1920S. Now this is kind of the same for the 1914S, right? So if you have a 1920S and it's not in very good condition, you know, and it doesn't have any type of mint errors, the coin's not going to be valuable, you know. But if you have it in a condition like this and mint state 65 red grade, it's going to be valuable. And that's why this penny sold for $44,000. All because of that condition there. Same with this coin here. This is the 1923S. It is graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red and an older holder. And this coin sold for $66,000 at auction, all because of its grade. So the condition there is what gives that value. Same thing with this, the 1924 S mint mark, graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red. This penny sold for $23,000 at auction. Again, all because of that high grade, that condition there. Now we'll look at some other ones that is based on low mintage or other things, but this is a 1925S. Same thing, high grade, not many of them out there in this condition. It's got the CAC sticker with it and an older PCGS holder. This coin sold for $24,000 at auction. Can't beat that for 1 cent. Now here's a 1926S out of the Jack Lee collection, graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red. This coin sold for over $106,000. Man, $106,000. What would you guys do with $106,000? Let me know in the comments below. Same case here with the 1927S, graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 plus red. This coin ended up selling for $28,000 at auction. So your pennies will either grade at a brown, a red brown, or a red. Red is the best, of course. So, you know, keep that in mind. You know, that will also affect the value. You can look up grade populations on, you know, brown pennies, red brown pennies for each different date and see what those are kind of valued at. You can check that out on PCGS.com. They got a good guide to go off of there. Now here is a nice 1943S that sold for over $500,000. That's right, $500,000 right here. Now, why in the world would this sell for that price in this condition at a mint state 63 brown? Well, because in 1943, we all know that they produced the steel penny. So this penny is supposed to be steel. However, you see that it was struck on a bronze planchet. So always be on the lookout for the 1943 copper pennies. You know, very, very valuable, faked a lot. There's so many faked and novelty coins of, you know, the 1943 copper penny. So the S mint mark here, this coin, like I said, sold for over $500,000. Now here is the 1944 wheat penny. So in 1944, they went back to producing those pennies in copper. So this is not supposed to be steel. However, it is. Only the 1943 penny is supposed to be steel. This is the 1944 penny. So this is the next year that was struck on the planchet from the previous year in 1943. So this coin ended up selling at auction for over $400,000, graded at a mint state 66 by PCGS. Man, that would be amazing to be the person to have graded this coin and the last coin. I mean, that would be like, oh, my anxiety would be through the roof trying to grade a $500,000, $400,000 coin. I couldn't imagine. Now here is a 1969 S Lincoln Cent. This is graded by PCGS at a mint state 64 red. What makes this coin very, very valuable is that it has that double die obverse. So you want to look for doubling on the lettering, on the date. Very, very famous coin here. Even in bad condition, if you have a 1969 double die obverse like this, they will sell for a lot of money. And this coin, in very good condition here, sold for over $125,000. So always be on the lookout for those S mint mark pennies. Of course, you can look for those different types of errors. And if you got any very, very high graded coins, you know, you have to know a lot about coin grading to, you know, really determine if you want to get the coin graded or not, because you don't want to get a mint state 61 grade and, you know, the coin not be really worth anything and you're trying to shoot for a mint state 67 or 68. So keep that in mind. Look up the grade populations for each different coin and their mint mark. That will give you a better understanding of, you know, if the coin is worth getting graded or not. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles and this is where I disappear.